T R T T Y. E T T E. Papa T T Wawa. T Ta Ta T Wawa. L T L T T Wawa. T Wa Bong Bong T T. E T T E. To T Wawa. T E T Wawa. T T Wawa. Boom boom. T Wawa. T Ta Ta. T Wawa. T Wawa. Yeah, Wawa Papa. Yeah, T Wawa Papa. Yeah, Papa. By to I T Wawa. Bon bon we Wawa. Ta ta Wawa. Bon bon Wawa. Ta ta Wawa. Bon bon Wawa. T Wawa. Bon bon Wawa. Bon bon Wawa. 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 Papa, Wawa. To Papa, Wawa. Wawa. Wawa Papa. Papa, Wawa Papa, Papa. Papa. Oh, by to da. Wawa, papa, de wawa, de wawa. De wawa, de boom, boom. De wawa, de boom, boom. De wawa, to aya, to ta, de wawa. De ato wawa, to boom, boom, de wewe. Wewe, to boom, boom, de wawa, to J I J Wawa to the boom boom to J Wawa to Wawa to the boom boom to J Wawa to J Wawa to Wawa Papa. Tete Wawa Papa ya Papa.
changing his plan this week with game one on a Thursday instead of a Friday. 1-1 from the right-hander. In the air and foul. Out of play over the berm down the right field line for strike two. Heavy fastballs against Lindero there earlier. You're early, Jay, though, after the slider and the breaking ball were good for him earlier in this inning.
Yeah, and some of that scouting, that's one thing they do. They put together a scouting report and they think this guy's got a little bit of a slider speed bat. They want to get him anything that's soft in the strike zone.
Like Beavis holding the runner at first. Rest of the infield is back with 2 outs.
Oh, Bobo, Second, Mississippi State looking for its first base runner in the game. Lipscomb State scoreless in game one of this 3-game series here at the Dude. For all things college baseball, including live games and talk, tune in to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 and streaming on the Sirius XM app. To short, charging home, takes it on a waist-high bounce, throws to first, big stretch by Keneally, and he's able to hang on, 1 down.
Well, and that mindset is built by a coaching staff. And one thing you got to do as a head coach, and I think Oak does a great job of this, you got to communicate with these guys. And if they know what's going on, then they're fine. You know, and that's the biggest issue sometimes with players is they wonder. And when players wonder, that's always a bad thing.
Now Sean James, right-handed hitting catcher, he takes a breaking ball inside for ball one. Alexander Genus has retired 4. Trans Am redone just like Burt Reynolds was driving in Smokey and the Bandit. Here's a high foul ball out of play down the first base line. Strike 2 on Ryder Woodson. I wanted to drive it home now. I'm here to tell you, I was ready to put that cowboy hat on and hop right behind that wheel and come right up the road.
You know, as soon as you get behind it, too, your mustache automatically pops out. It grows over. I mean, just immediately boom.
Woodson down 2 strikes and the base is clear. No score here at the bottom of the second. Ryder battling out up the top of the zone again. He hits it off the end of the bat over into the first base dugout.
Hey, well, Ocean Springs, Bay St. Louis, there's some great towns down there. Good food.
Gulfport. Yeah, we spent a little time over there.
We'll be in Biloxi next Tuesday night.
Yeah, State playing Tulane. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss. So State having a hard time getting anything going against Alexander Genus through 2 innings. Bulldogs have been 6 up, 6 down through 2. We move to the third. Still scoreless here. Ryan McPherson for ball one. Ryan has punched out 3 through 2 innings tonight. 1 point given up 1 hit. Here's the 1-0. Fastball outside at 95. 2 balls and no strikes on Cam Pruitt. You want to keep him off the bases. 5 out of 6 in stolen, or excuse me, 5 out of 5 in stolen bases this year. Texas native had a successful junior college career in the Lone Star State before eventually winding up in Nashville. Takes a strike. That's that breaking ball on the outside edge from Ryan McPherson. 2-1 to the right-hander at the plate. 2-1 pitch. Comes back to the breaking ball again. And that's strike 2. And that one looked like it had a little more depth to it as it came in.
That was that curveball, and he's, honestly, I think right now he's got a little more confidence in that with his fastball.
2-2, back to it again, and he punches it out. Able to locate that breaking ball over the outside corner, and he retires the leadoff man.
Hey, boom, boom. Hey, Wawa,
Strikeout for Ryan McPherson tonight. Back to the top of the order for Brady Miller. The base is clear and 1 out. Pitch to the right-hander, and it's the curve again. And again, Uncle Charlie drops in for a strike. 0-1.
All these bison hitters, like, he throws 97 miles per hour, and he's throwing us 2-0 breaking balls.
And your starting lineup for your Biloxi.
Went to the fastball that time. It's fouled out of play down the right side. Two strikes, nothing on Brady Miller.
Your senior, number 11, Albert Atchison.
You've got confidence in that curveball. I know you don't want to throw it every single pitch,
Aaron
but
Hill.
can you make that your primary?
Number 6,
The fastball is big.
Your senior, number 15, Sammy Evans.
Curveball has become the pitch of choice for Ryan McPherson. He's punched out back-to-back to start the third.
That's another one. Yeah, I mean, that's a good one, too. That starts about middle of the plate.
Turn your
Just
attention
goes
to the
straight
home
down.
dugout for the playing of our national anthem.
So 2 up, 2 down. And now 5 Hancock Whitney strikeouts for Ryan McPherson inside of less than 3 innings. He fires a fastball to Hudson Miles, and he takes a strike, and you can hear that one off the glove of Sean James. It had some hop on it coming in there.
After watching all those curveballs, that thing got there quick.
0-1, swing and a miss, 96 on that fastball.
So did that one.
2 strikes and nothing. Well, they make it 3 in a row. Wind up and the pitch. Here it is. It's the fastball. In the air into shallow center. Wires out from second, taking charge, reaches up, makes the catch, and it's a perfect frame for Ryan McPherson. Lipscomb goes quietly. Our third inning is brought to you by Guaranteed Bank, cheering on the Bulldogs and our community. Guaranteed Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Scoreless as State comes to bat in the bottom of the third. This is Mississippi State baseball from Learfield.
Everything is just a little easier when you feel at home. At Cadence Bank, we're proud to be part of your home team, and we never stop working to give you a competitive advantage. Stop by a branch or visit us online at cadencebank.com to learn more about how we're helping opportunity take shape for our community.
There's a hit out to left field. This one is gone.
Cadence Bank, a proud sponsor of Mississippi State Athletics. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice cold Bud Light. Standing in the fan section,
Wawa to a boom boom Wawa to a boom boom Wawa. To Wawa to bam bam Wawa to Wawa. Wawa. Boom, boom. Wawa Wawa, boom, boom. Wawa, Wawa. Wawa to a boom, boom. Wawa. Boom, boom. Wow. Hey, to all day to talk to day wa to a bowl to I to a bay to what to pay Wawa to Wawa Wawa is day Wawa Wawa to Wawa to a bone big Wawa.
Bottom of the third. Lips comes infield, playing back everywhere except third.
Wawa did Wawa. Hey, Church Wawa.
And that's strike two.
I think Nutley's one of those guys that
To Wawa, give a boom. To Wawa.
Just hadn't quite found his rhythm hitting yet.
0-2, swing and a miss. He chased
Wawa, give a boom. Wawa. What, yeah. Wawa, they are boom. Wawa.
Leadoff spot, Aiden Teal's another guy who would be a candidate in that role. Aiden's been dealing with illness, not in the lineup tonight. Here's Bryce Chance, who's in center field in place.
He
takes strike one, a 91-mile-an-hour fastball.
Oh, yeah.
0-1. Chance having a nice year, 417 through 13 games so far. Genus delivers.
Wawa, I am back. Wawa, the boom. Wawa, Wawa.
That's a compliment to him. You know what you're getting every time he gets out there. Plays hard because you get at bats. And tell you what, he's a dangerous 9-hole hitter.
Fourth double of the year for Chance. Puts him in second on the club in that category, 4 behind Reese, who's leading the way there. Now back to the top of the order for Wires, who can break a scoreless tie with a base hit. Out in front of an all-speed pitch, fouls it off the screen for the third base dugout for strike one.
You know, I saw Bryce his senior year.
Wawa, boom. Bye.
What I've seen him after high school, and it's just a truly amazing job he's done.
0-1 in the air, a lazy fly into right.
Yeah, I do it. Wawa, boom. I feel a boom, Wawa. Boom. Hey, to Papa, Wawa, the boom. Wawa.
Was ordering food from our usual place for the big meeting. My VP said, please God, no.
For workplaces suffering with corporate catering deficiency, every day's a struggle.
The food was always mint and over budget. Before Easy Cater, I thought that was normal.
Easy Cater is designed to treat CCD with a huge variety of restaurants, help meet dietary needs and stay on budget. Use Cater, one platform lets you save time and thrive. Ask your web browser about Easy Cater.
Whoa.
At easycater.com.
Hey,
When you buy a new Kia at Step 1 Kia,
Whoa,
you just get a car. You get peace of mind.
Papa.
Every new Kia comes
Hey,
backed by Kia's 10-year, 100,000
Papa.
business. And only at Step 1 Kia, you'll also get our exclusive forever warranty. That's lifetime powertrain coverage with unlimited miles and unlimited use. Drive with confidence today, tomorrow, and for as long as you own your Kia. Step 1 Kia, where your journey comes with warranty protection for life. Visit us at Miracle Street Parkway or online at step1kiafortwaltonbeach.com.
Reading totals on tonight's game. Well, pretty lean pickings so far. No runs, a hit, no errors, 2 left for Lipscomb. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left for Mississippi State. We are on to the 4th inning in game 1, this 3-game set. And the Bisons will send up Mahan, Stella Ganis, with Jay Powell and Neil Price. Glad to have you with us. 9 is still here to go. Trying to get Black Canopy hanging overhead. Left and right center, you can see smoke making its way across the diamond from right to left, coming off the grills out in the lounge. A ball upstairs to Mahan, a fastball at 94. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Crowd started to fill in.
Yeah, and again, we thought there might be a good crowd tonight, but Thursday night, folks had to kind of juggle plans a little bit for the weekend. 1-1, a half swing will cost Mahan a strike.
Yeah, big,
Good student crowd. This is the final Thursday before spring break. That starts on Monday on the Mississippi State campus. 1-2 to Mahan on the way from McPherson. Chops it foul at the plate. We'll get back to the screen. Still a ball.
Hey,
That's a change up, or I call it kind of a split change.
boom.
So that's
Just missed outside with the slider. So the count's level now to keep Mahan.
It gets to be a really good pitch to righties once you're able to consistently keep it down the zone.
2-2. Look at strike 3. 84-mile-an-hour breaking ball. And there's 1 gone.
Sharp breaking ball right there. That was a great curveball. Just started right on the outer third. Right down the middle.
Another Hancock Whitney strikeout for Ryan McPherson. He's had 3 swinging, 3 looking so far. Tonight will face Aaron Stellaganis, the right-handed hitting right fielder. One of the strikeout victims. He swung and missed at strike 3 back in the first. Battle of right-handers, and he starts him with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. First major road test of the season for the Lipscomb club, off to a 6-5 start. Played 10 of their first 11 at home. Not only charging, plays it on 1 hop to hold Stellaganis with a run single.
Yeah, that was just a hanger. They didn't do much. Stayed up the strike zone and almost was up so much it kind of tied him up, but he was able to kind of muscle it in the right field.
And he faces Blake Carter. For the second time. Carter's been an outstanding hitter when you look at his average, again 480 coming into tonight.
Now coming back.
Second in the league in on-base percentage, 5.52 there. Breaking ball in for a strike to the right-hander, 0-1. Sixth in slugging at 720. Coming coming into this weekend. The thing that jumps out, though, when you look at the numbers, a strikeout rate of better than 24% inside of his first 9 games. Here's the 0-1. Foul back off the mask of Sean James behind the plate. 2 strikes and nothing on Blake Carter.
I think it was a ricochet off the mask onto the umpire. It shook him up a little bit.
That's Nathan Huber. Sheds his mask and circles around behind the plate. Looks to be okay, though. Pops that mask back on and steps back into the box. Scoreless here at the top of the 4th.
Okay. 1-1.
Lipscomb's had a base runner in 3 of its first 4 trips to the plate tonight. Stellaganis at first with 1 out. Here's the 0-2. Off the handle and foul wide at third.
Hey, I-N-A-N. 1-1. A-N. 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 Yeah. Willie. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Hey. Still I don't want. Hey. Yeah. A-N. 1-1. Ba-ba.
They've made their way over the ballpark tonight. McPherson in the stretch with the runner at first. Another 0-2 fastball outside. They throw behind the runner at first. The tag not in time. Good idea and a pretty strong throw from Sean James there, trying to make it a close play on Stellaganis.
Well, and if it's on the left side of Beavis, it's probably might get him out because he would be able to catch it and just go straight to him. But it's on his right side, so he had to kind of twist around.
Beavis holding the runner at first. Rest of the infield back. 1-2 on Carter. Here's the pitch to the right-hander. Late breaking curveball misses inside. 2-2. So McPherson is thrown.
I buy a
Bring
pay.
it to
A-N.
third.
2.
And he's punched out 6 tonight.
Da-da-da-da.
No score here at the top of the 4th.
Whoa, da-da-da-da.
Runner at the pitch in the air.
Wow, boom, boom,
Against the shortstop,
wow,
Ryder Woodson, who covers a lot
boom,
of ground. Coming from the opposite side of the diamond to snag that one in short right field. Runner has to all the way back to first. Stellaganis is back on the bag, and now they're 2 away.
Yeah,
1-1.
Stellaganis was running on the pitch, so Wires broke to second base, and by the time the ball
Damn,
was
wow,
hit, he
there,
was still on second base.
big.
That was a heck of a play by Ryder Woodson to
Damn,
get
wow,
all the way over there to
hey, to the day,
State gets
hey,
a
yeah.
they keep the runner at first base, and now Damian Keneally Jr.
Oh,
Right-handed
yeah.
hitting first baseman. He takes strike 1 from Ryan McPherson. And a soft liner to third. His first time up. We are scoreless in the top of the 4th. Good pitchers duel to open this series so far. 0-1.
Hey, bye.
In the air. Hit
1-1.
well down that right field line. Tailing into the corner. Sliding. It's Nunnally, and he's unable. He makes the catch. Made it out of our view. Sliding up against the wall down in the right field corner. Seth
Big is tail, what? It's tail, boom, boom. And they, wow. Bye. Hey, I. Good
I
guy.
would love to have seen it, but it's out of our view down there. But it always makes you nervous. You see that umpire point to.
Oh, I didn't say, wow, bad thing. They, wow, boom, boom. They, wow. It's great. 1-1.
Fourth trip to the plate in a moment. This is Mississippi State baseball from Learfield.
Trey Willis, shortstop. Marshall Jones, first baseman.
Bye.
Center fielder. Hi, I'm Tim from C-Spire. Am I in the right place?
It's great.
It always pays to have the right players on your team. That's why C-Spire gives you fiber-fast home internet, nationwide 5G wireless, best-in-class business solutions, all backed by local 24/7 support. C-Spire, customer-inspired. Living with long COVID can make work a challenge, but you don't have to face it alone. The Career Horizons Project at Mississippi State University is here to help Mississippians ages 16 to 70 with
Hey,
meaningful meaningful jobs. Together, we can build a path towards stability, confidence, and success. Call us at 662-325-8248 or visit careerhorizonsproject.msstate.edu. The contents of this announcement were developed under Grant H421 F240-107 from the U.S. Department of Education.
On the last of the fourth inning here at Duty Noble Field, no score between Mississippi State and Lipscomb as Ace Reese in the 2-hole leads things off for the Bulldogs against Alexander Gina. Second time through the order has been when he has struggled this year. And he is about to start his second trip, or actually is in the process of his second trip here, and he gets Reese out.
Hey, yeah, Whoa, yeah, papa, whoa, papa,
Lipscomb won't be able to make the play as Mahan has to let it fall, and Reese is aboard.
Well, that's one that'll make up for all those line drive outs last weekend because that wasn't hit very hard. He kind of jammed Ace and he was able to bloop it in there to left field. But he deserves a few of those after last weekend.
Yeah, Jay told you earlier, he 2 out of 14 in the last 4 games coming into tonight, but not indicative of the swings that Ace Reese has been putting on the ball. So here's Noah Sullivan now with the go-ahead run on here in a scoreless game. And Noah takes the ball up and away. 0 for 1 tonight. Here's the pitch. Sullivan hits one to short. Scooped up by Hall. He's able to stay on. And Butler is retired for the first out there. A play that goes 6 to 4. So 1 away. Here's Blake Beavis for the second time. 0 for 1 against Alexander Gina. James Myers out of the mound. Beavis fouls off the screen in front of the third base dugout. Strike 1. Mississippi Country Pleasant has been proudly serving Scoreless in the bottom of the fourth inning. Not a ton of traffic for Mississippi State on the bases. Just 2 base runners. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball downstairs. Beavis is retired on 3 pitches, 2 away. His first 4 innings on the mound tonight. And Sean James looking for a way on here to try and keep this rally going. What are you seeing from Genus that's keeping State's hitters off balance?
Well, that's a good question.
All right, so what are you not seeing from State's hitters then with regard to the approach as James takes the ball high and away?
Well, and strikes, and nobody's a good hitter out of the strike zone. So, I mean, we got to give Genus credit. I mean, he's making some good pitches when he's had to, but.
Oh no, there's a strike on the outside edge.
I mean, we've had some good pitches to hit. We just hadn't hit them, which is it happens. I mean, it's baseball. Sometimes you don't square balls up. You should, but and like I said, give him credit too. He's made some pitches when he's had to.
1-1. Missed inside with a fastball, so he went change up for the strike on the outside corner. Tried to come back inside with that heater and missed. 2 balls, 1 strike on Sean James.
But you look at his stuff, I mean, there's nothing that just jumps out at you. So, I mean, the breaking ball's big time, the fastball.
1-1. James hits one in
Two.
into deep right center field. Playable for Miles, who comes over from center. Makes the grab in the alley, and the Bulldogs leave a runner at first base. We have played 4 runs. Hard to come by here in the opener of this series between State
Everybody, everybody, oh, wait.
Forgot to empty your kids' lunchbox. Exhale. A field of lavender. Inhale. Stinky leftovers. Exhale. Watermelon in the summer. That's the power of hefty, ultra-strong trash bags with Fabuloso. All right, class. Tell me about your weekend. Leo?
Well, my sister wants to go camping, so my parents took us in our new Nissan Pathfinder through a mountain
Hey,
trail.
man,
It's not over yet. My brother
oh,
wants us
yeah.
to see pigs, so we drove
Wow,
up
wow.
a bunch of steep hills, and then we...
With its V6 engine and 9-speed automatic transmission, the Nissan Pathfinder can power your adventure. That's why J.D. Power ranks Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. The new V6-powered Nissan Pathfinder.
Okay.
For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Central Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Ad Council.
State and Lipscomb scoreless as we head to the fifth inning here at Duty Noble Field. Lower third of the order scheduled to appear for the Bisons against Ryan McPherson. Before we get the inning underway, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 seconds for a station ID. This is Bulldogs baseball.
Hey, yeah. Oh, boy.
Is in the right-handed batter's box for the Lipscomb Bison as he gets set to start this fifth inning against Ryan McPherson, who's been a tough customer tonight. Ryan has punched out 6 Lipscomb hitters through 4 innings. Reese, even with the bag at third, and near the line with the right-hander up as McPherson fires, and there's strike 1, 93-mile-an-hour fastball on the inside edge. Holm has a hit off of Ryan tonight, single to right center back in this game, one of the 2 hits for the Bisons. McPherson lifts his leg and fires. Lazy fly toward the line in short right. Dudley coming in. He'll make the grab, 1 away. Fifth inning's brought to you by your Mid-South Ford dealers. The Ford F-150. Like the Bulldogs, this truck has a strong tradition of greatness earned by outstanding capability and features like a mobile generator. That's how you create a legacy, and the official truck of Mississippi State. Go Bulldogs. I have got something, partner, I think you are really going to get a kick out of, or you'll certainly appreciate it here in just a moment. Here's Alejandro Ladero, the catcher for the second time, 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball for strike 1. So every team, for those of you who wonder, want a little peek behind the curtain, every team provides you with a set of game notes. In that is a roster pronunciation guide, which is very helpful. Ball low and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Lipscomb one has a note in it, or an explanation in it, that I've never seen, and being from Tennessee originally, understanding people in that part of the world, I love this. I wish more people would do it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Half swing on a breaking ball down and away, and on the appeal, they say,
bye-bye.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Lipscomb, their mascot, the proper pronunciation, they are the Bisons. Now, North Dakota State, the Bison, singular, 1 and 2. Ground ball to short, and diving to his right. Woodson can't smother it. Gets into short left field for a base hit. So Ladero is aboard with the 3rd Lipscomb hit of the game. And the Bisons have a 1-out base runner. Now, bison, a herd of bison, can also be plural. But according to what they have put in the notes, the unabridged Oxford English Dictionary, so you know it's official, includes bisons as a proper usage when you're talking about the plural. My part of the world, we call it...
Can also be,
technically, if I remember right, technically there's no such thing as a buffalo. A buffalo is a bison.
I've always called them buffalo.
I've always called them buffaloes. So
1-1.
when explaining the difference between bison, like North Dakota State, or bisons, like they are at Lipscomb. Here's a pitch to Cam Pruitt. Letter high, a strike. 0-1. It says,
Okay, 1-1.
act like you are from the South when you say it. Bisons. Yep, I can do it. I've been there.
Yep, the bisons.
Ooh.
I loved it. I laughed out loud when I read that today. Here's a 1-1. Curveball drops in for a strike to Pruitt. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
So who is the bison? Is it
North Dakota State is the bison. And that is the most commonly accepted plural. 1 ball and 2 strikes with Ladero at first. And here's a pop-up and foul ground off first. James, the catcher, going up the line. Beavis, the first baseman, coming down. And Beavis will take charge and make the grab midway down the line for out number 2.
You know, it reminds me of the, I don't know, back then, I don't know if it's true or not, but the Dizzy Dean, when the English teacher got on to him about his grammar, he said, you teach him English, I'll teach him baseball.
I'll teach him baseball. There you go.
I've used that comment a few times, some of my English.
I think I'm right. Dizzy Dean from Louisville, Kentucky. I think that's right. Great player, but he made his name in television for sure. He was one of the great personalities in the early days of the game on radio and TV. Back to the top of the order for Brady Miller. 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Takes strike 1. McPherson trying to strand another base runner here. Lipscomb's left 3 on so far tonight. Here's the pitch. Curveball up the top of the zone. Gets him a swing and miss. That's strike 2.
My earliest memories of Dizzy Dean, of course, was the charcoal. He had his own brand of charcoal.
Oh, I don't think I ever knew that.
Okay, bye. 1-1.
Here's the 0-2. Looks at strike 3. That's a curveball on the outside corner. Miller retired on strikes for the second time tonight. 7 Hancock Whitney strikeouts for Ryan McPherson. And State will come into bat in the bottom of the 5th, trying to break a scoreless tie. Children's of Mississippi, part of the University of Mississippi Medical Center, is home to the state's only children's hospital. It's care made just for kids, because kids aren't like grown-ups. They need care designed especially for them. Children's of Mississippi, forever and ever for kids. At the midway point of Game 1, State nothing, Lipscomb nothing. Bulldogs bat in the 5th after this. This is Mississippi State baseball from Learfield.
At Toyota, we don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make moves. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
Bulldog fans, are you looking for the perfect weekend getaway? Look no further. Pearl River Resort in Choctaw, Mississippi offers the
Tell what you baby. Hey, I. 1, 2, 3, tell what. Let's see. Hey, tell what.
luxurious relaxation at the spa. Your exhilarating weekend awaits only at
Here a bit.
where you'll be at the center of it all.
Hey, bye.
We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. No score between State and Lipscomb, as Bulldogs try to get something cooking here against Genus with Woodson, Valencius, and Nunnally, 6, 7, and 8. Genus has struggled second time through the order in all of his starts so far this year. He did pretty good second time through. He's faced 5 hitters second time around, only given up 1 hit to this point. Ryder Woodson struck out against him first time they locked horns, and Ryder, right-hander, takes the ball down and in for ball 1. Just having way too much fun tonight, but have a little bit more. State can get the bats going as Woodson takes a fastball for a strike to top of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And this guy right here was on fire in Dallas all weekend. He swung the bat very well, and even his outs were loud outs.
1-1. Looks at a pitch inside.
And I knew there was some kind of Mississippi connection to Dizzy Dean, too. So he grew up in Arkansas, born and raised in Lucas, Arkansas, but he lived in Wiggins, Mississippi.
Here's a line drive back up the middle into center field for Ryder Woodson. Scooped up by Miles, the center fielder. He'll return it behind second, and Ryder has a leadoff single. First time the leadoff man has reached an inning for the Bulldogs tonight.
I thought I'd drop that in before everybody on Twitter corrected us. But that's what you got to do. You try to pull him, you don't doesn't really give you anything out in the middle of the plate to pull. And Ryder hit a line drive right back up the middle.
So Dizzy Dean was ahead of his time as it relates to that. Here is Vitas Valencias, takes the ball inside ball one. My buddy Chuck Jordan just sent me a message. He said Dizzy Dean had charcoal called O-Diz. That sounds about right from Dizzy Dean. 1-0. There's a strike on the outside edge to Valencias, off-speed pitch, 1 ball and 1 strike. He also had a small smoker called O-Diz. He was way ahead of his time. All these people like me, amateur chefs that want to get out here and barbecue on the weekend, Dizzy Dean saw the market for that early on. Here's a 1-1. A ball upstairs, a fastball to Valencias, and ball 2. 2-1.
He was a George Foreman grill before the George Foreman grill.
Yeah, you could say that. Sure. Vitas Valencias trying to get something going here with Woodson at first and no one out. Here's scoreless in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Up and away. 3-1. Good count here for Valencias, a guy who's been a really good hitter this year. Runners on base. He's hit .444. Keneally holding Ryder Woodson over there. He doesn't have a very big lead. Now he begins to improve it. 3-1. Valencias bounces that one foul. It's a changeup. 3-2 on Vitas Valencias. Make things happen with the only cards for Starkville. The Mississippi State University Regions Visa debit card and prepaid Regions Now card. Confidently show your Bulldogs pride. Get yours today at Regions, the official
What?
Runner at first, no one out. Runner goes. The pitch to Valencias. In the air into short right field. Zilicanis comes in and makes the catch. Woodson halfway is back to first, and there's one down.
Well, good counts run on. I love running on 3-2 counts. He had a good job. Valencias just popped it up the right field, and he got a decent pitch to hit. It's a breaking ball up in his zone, but it just kind of tied him up a little bit. Couldn't quite get the head out.
Both teams have tried to run and hit tonight, and both of them have done the same thing. Popped the ball up into the shallow outfield. So still one on, but now with one out for James Nunnally, the left-hander who almost gets hit by a fastball, brushes him away for ball 1. Scoreless in the last of the 5th. Toss over to first, and no chance to get Woodson, who was already back on the bag. When you get into the middle innings, it kind of put yourself in Brian O'Connor's position over there. For that fact, Jeff Forehand's position in the Lipscomb dugout. How do you change your philosophy with regard to starting runners, trying to make something happen when runs are
guys in motion earlier.
1-1 to Nunnally. Fouls this one back. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Force that defense to move around a little bit. You know, you start your runners, your infield, you end up getting a hole somewhere, and kind of a ground ball gets through, and it can start some rallies for sure.
Chance is waiting on deck. If Nunnally could reach here to push a runner into scoring position, you'd like Bryce's chances, no pun intended, to get you on the board. 1-2, bounced in. Good eye there from Nunnally. Dropped his knees and watched that one hit in front of the plate. 2-2.
Good decision, too, by Ryder. He almost took off.
So really turning a corner. Can he keep it hot here? 2-2. Ground ball slowly hit back up the middle. Backhanded by the second baseman. Miller flips it out of his glove to home on the bag and makes a terrific play to get the second out of the inning. Only chance he had anywhere was at second, and the only way he was going to have a chance chance there was to do that. Flip it right out of the glove. If he goes to the bare hand, he's got no play.
Yeah, I mean, that was incredible. That was a great play. Not only to be able to do that, but do it accurately. I mean, he flipped it right out of the glove. I mean, just on the money.
That is a big-time play by Brady Miller. 1 on now with 2 out. And here is Chance. And Chance fouls the first one out of play over the first base dugout for strike 1.
Yeah.
State has stranded 1 tonight. Again, they've had a hard time getting traffic going on the bases. No score, bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Chance takes outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is the longest outing of the year now for Alexander Ginas, the left-handed starter for Lipscomb. 1-1. There's a strike. Off-speed pitch. Looked like a changeup. Crowd didn't like it. They thought it was low. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think you're going to probably see. I'm surprised Natalie hadn't ran already because we just showed.
Wait, yeah, bye. Hey, yeah.
Took a shot at it.
Here's the pitch. Hit well.
Wow.
Into the left center field alley. Playable for Miles. Retreating just shy of the warning track. He'll make the grab. And that will end the 5th inning. So State leaves a runner at first base. We've played 5, and we're still scoreless. State and Lipscomb in a good old pitcher's duel here tonight on this Thursday at the ballpark. This is Mississippi State baseball from Learfield.
1 second, you're enjoying your first day off in forever. Then mid-lunch, your phone buzzes. A window's been broken at home, and you're miles away. In 1 second, everything can change. That's why ADT offers security systems with 24/7 monitoring with tech that helps first responders prioritize your emergency. And with the ADT Plus app, you can stay informed and in control of your home from virtually wherever you are. When every second counts, count on ADT. Visit ADT.com to learn more.
All right, class, tell me about your weekend. Leo?
Well, my sister wanted to go camping, so my parents took us in our new Nissan Pathfinder to a mountain trail.
Thank you, Leo.
No, it's not over yet. My brother wanted to explore some caves, so we drove up a bunch of steep hills. And then we
With its V6 engine and 9-speed automatic transmission, the Nissan Pathfinder can power your adventure. That's why J.D. Power ranks Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. The new V6-powered Nissan Pathfinder. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Brady and the Ad Council.
1-1.
We head to the 6th inning. No score between Mississippi State and Lipscomb in this first of 3 games between these two teams. Getting started on this Thursday because there's some rain coming in later this weekend. Both teams obviously want to play all 3 if they can. No word yet on if there will be any more schedule changes, but we'll keep you posted on that as information becomes available. Jay Powell, I'm Neil Price. Glad to have you with us. Our 6th inning is brought to you by Chevron. Get 25 cents off per gallon on your next 5 visits at participating Chevron stations when you join on the Chevron app. Miles, Mayhan, and Stellaganis for Lipscomb to face Ryan McPherson, who through 5 innings tonight has scattered 3 hits, 7 strikeouts against just 1 walk tonight. Miles is 0 out of 2. Sharply hit ground ball to second off the bump. Played by Wires. Throws to first, and there's 1 gone. I can't imagine that's an easy play because the spin and the direction of that ball changes when it hits the front of the mound. But Drew did a really nice job to cover some ground and then make a strong throw.
Yeah, that's exactly right. When it hits that mound, it kicks, changes direction, changes spin, but he stayed right with it, backhanded, made a good strong throw to first.
So 1 pitch, 1 out, 68 pitches for McPherson, so efficient outs will only help his cause here in the middle innings. Here's Mayhan, one of the 2 left-handers in the lineup for Lipscomb tonight, and he takes a breaking ball for strike 1. I did some fact-checking during the break, too. We were talking about Dizzy Dean a little bit earlier. I thought Dizzy Dean was from Louisville. I got Dizzy Dean confused with Pee Wee Reese. Here's a bouncing ball, weakly hit up the first base line behind the bag. Beavis will field it. McPherson will cover from the mound, and the underhand toss is in time. 2 out. This is a good start for McPherson. I mentioned efficiency is your friend when you get in these middle innings. innings if you're on the mound, and so far, hard to be much more efficient than Ryan's been here in the sixth.
Yeah, that's exactly, and we saw that against Arizona State. I mean, he was very efficient against them. Got some early pitch outs and extended that innings, and was really good. I mean, we love strikeouts. You know, if they strike out, obviously they have no chance of getting on, really. But man, when you get these early count outs, it really helps you.
Aaron Stillaganis try to spark a two-out rally, and offensive timeout for Lipscomb here. Talk things over. Stillaganis, 5th in the Atlantic Sun coming into this weekend in average at 405 through his first 11 games. He's one of the top returning players on this Lipscomb team. One of 3 starters from a year ago to hit 300 or better for Jeff Forehand's team. Foul ball on a play to the right for Stillaganis, a strike 1. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a single. That fastball from McPherson, 97. I mean, he's deep into this one and still able to add a little bit of velo.
Best fastball of the night on the pitch, 71.
Comes back with the breaking ball, and that gets through the right side on the ground for a base hit. Second for Stillaganis in the game. Scooped up by Nunley to hold him with a 2-out single. And now 1 on for the Bison, representing the go-ahead run for Blake Carter.
That was a hanger. We saw a couple of them that have been hit pretty well. Base hits only, but that was just a breaking ball, stayed up the zone.
So when they stay up like that, is it release point? Is it not getting enough downward tilt off the mound? Combination of things? What leads to that?
A lot of times it's trying to overthrow them and
curveball cut on and missed by Carter for strike 1.
Front side gets a little too quick, and when it does, you kind of run off and leave it, and it just kind of stays up at the zone. The hardest thing sometimes for pitchers to do, and I tell kids all the time, is when you throw a good pitch, repeat it. Like, don't try to make it great. Repeat good ones, and they'll eventually become great. And consistency goes a long way when you can repeat pitches.
Carter 0 out of 2. Battle of right-handers here in the top of the 6th with 1 on and 2 out for Lipscomb. No score in the game. Here's the pitch. Fastball, 95 at the knees on the outside edge. Strike 2. Tell you another guy who told me something very similar to that was an assistant here and the interim head coach at one point, Gary Henderson. Great pitching is about repeating the delivery over and over again.
100%. Because if you can repeat that delivery, your arm knows where it's going to be.
Runner goes. Here's the 0-2. Fastball outside. James's throw is to the wrong side of the bag. No play at second base. And Stillaganis has the second steal for Lipscomb tonight.
Well, a good job by Ryan. He held the ball, and then he was pretty quick getting to the plate. He just threw the ball on the wrong side.
Wires covered a lot of ground to snag it and tried his best to make it a play, but Stillaganis was already into the bag with that head first slide. So now he's at second. It's 1-2 to Carter. Here's the pitch. Line down the left field line for a base hit. Stillaganis around third. He's going to score. The ball comes out of Valencius' glove on the warning track. It's a double for Carter, and Lipscomb has broken the tie. The Bisons take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 6th.
That was a hanger, and it just didn't do much, and it wasn't hit extremely hard by Carter, but he got it off the end of the bag, just hit it down that corner. And the stolen base is huge. I mean, if he doesn't steal that base, he may not score, obviously. And, I mean, that run control, again, has come back and haunted Mississippi State.
So a run has scored with 2 outs.
Tell you what you a bit here,
Bisons in this inning. And now Damian Keneally has a chance to add to it as he looks at a 96-mile-an-hour fastball downstairs, ball 1. Keneally was robbed of an extra base hit by James Nunley on a great grab in the right field corner last time out. 0 out of 2 in the game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Change speeds that time. Started with a fastball, came back with a slider. 1-1 on Keneally. But Lipscomb has the lead. One of these teams has broken through here in the middle innings. 1-1 on its way. Keneally slaps it down the right field line, and that puts off the There is an abundance of foul territory just past the bases in the infield here. And when you include the bullpen for the visitors down the right field line, you get a little bit more down the right field line than you do in left. But once you get past about the midway point of the outfield, foul territory is almost non-existent here. 1-2. Slider downstairs. 2-2. 1-0 Lipscomb. 2-out rally here in the sixth. Stella Ganis with a single to right. He swiped second base, and Carter delivered a double down the left field line to plate. Now Carter at second base. 2-2. Half swing. He went on a breaking ball down and away. And McPherson gets a strikeout to limit the damage here in the sixth. 8th Hancock Whitney strikeout for Ryan McPherson.
And then there's extra Wawa till boom forward to Wawa. Having some extra state gear or picking up an extra dozen moves for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra Hail State from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go State to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary.
Official
bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
Southern Ag Services and Alliance Ag Risk Management have deep roots in the farming communities of Mississippi and the Mid-South. Using crop insurance and research-based agronomy, our strategies will minimize your production risks and maximize your economic returns. Partnering with us ensures you'll get years of farming experience and a local Alliance Ag Risk Management and Southern Ag Services. 662-268.
Activity is Wawa.
We go to the bottom of the sixth from Duty Noble Field. Mississippi State trailing Lipscomb by a run. It's 1-0. Jeff Marson with you here in the Learfield Studios. As it's now time for Round of Town Scoreboard, brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer partner of Mississippi State Athletics. We have two other SEC teams in action tonight. Against UIC has a lead still 3-1. The Tigers out in front. Bottom of the fourth over in Columbia with runners on the corners.
Big.
Still scoreless with Santa Clara.
What?
So far from Cam Johnson with 3 innings, just 2 hits and 4 strikeouts. Neil, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Jeff, State down a run here. 1-0 against Lipscomb as the Bulldogs bat the bottom of the sixth at the top of the order. Drew Wires to start things against Alexander Ginas, who's been really good tonight. And he starts Wires with a breaking ball for a strike. Drew's 0 for 2 against Ginas tonight. Longest outing of the year for the Lipscomb left-hander. Just 3 hits in 5 innings. He struck out 4. 0-1. Wires bounces that one foul wide to third for strike 2.
Well, you asked me earlier what he's done. One thing he has done, he's thrown all 3 pitches for strikes. Fastball, slider, changeup, and really whenever he wants to, he's throwing them in the strike zone.
2 strikes and nothing on Drew Wires. Here it is. Off the handle foul. Behind the plate. Now to play. Drew Wires started to make a name for himself in the middle infield. That was a position, second base, where State had some options coming into the year, but Wires kind of taking charge. 0-2 up high.
Dang.
Ginas came off the mound funny there too, and he's fine. He's walking around, but it's almost like he got hung up, stumbled down the mound when he turned that pitch loose. 1-2. Brian O'Connor has described his second baseman as a cagey veteran. He hits one here into deep left field, way back, a rocket that's out of here into the first row. And Drew Wires has tied the game with a solo home run. 1-1 in the bottom of the sixth.
Well, we definitely needed that, and he got another breaking ball out over the plate. Drew just hammered it to left field, and
Go! Yeah! Rolling,
One for two tonight, went the opposite way and blew one into left field his last time up. And they'll shift that infield around toward the first base line. Genus down and away. 2 balls, no strikes, and a mound visit coming here, and it'll be the head coach, Jeff Forehand, to go out with his bullpen starting to work down the right field line. But again, the home run just happened, Jay. But what I notice from Genus is that the rhythm is a little faster on those first 2 pitches following that home run. Not nearly as free and easy as he's been so far tonight.
100%. Games start speeding up on you when you give up a home run like that. You start pressing a little bit. As a pitcher, you got to have the ability to slow the game down and process what's going on around you. And I tell you, both lineups are good, but Mississippi State really does. Their lineup against right-handed pitching, I think, is probably a little bit stronger. So if you do get a right-hander in this game, you probably see a couple guys coming off the bench.
Yeah, they've got a right-hander getting loose down the right field line. That's Adam Jamison. Here's the pitch to Reese. Up and in with a 91 mile.
Yeah!
It's a 3-0. State's power threat. Infield shaded around toward the first base line. 3-0 is a letter high strike on the inside edge. Ace thought it was ball 4.
Hey!
Instead, it's 3-0.
Hey! Whoa! Yeah! Hey! What?
Gina's trying to climb out of a big hole. Bases cleared, no one out. Reese swings, lines it into the alley in right center field. That's going to bounce off the track and up against the wall. Reese goes into second with a stand-up double. State starting to get some hard contact off Genus. And the go-ahead run is in scoring position at the bottom of the 6th.
Well, that's why I was kind of glad they called that 3-0 pitch a strike, because Ace has seen this guy now 3 times, and that was a really, really good-looking stroke, hard hit ball down the right center field gap for a double, and got something kicking now.
So here's Noah Sullivan with a chance to try and break a 1-1 tie. Reese at second with no one out. Noah's 0 for 2 tonight against Alexander Genus. Sullivan was waiting on the play. Falls behind the strike.
I talked about it in the break. We need to get him going. And he's got no base in line. He's got a great eye. He walks a lot, but we need his bat to start getting hot.
11 walks this year. 0-1. Hard hit through the left side. That's a base knock. Mahan scoops it up. He'll sling it into the plate. That'll hold Reese at third. Noah Sullivan stops at first. And the Bulldogs have runners on the corners with no one out after their 3rd consecutive hit to open this inning.
Damn, Wawa, dude, please. Damn, Wawa, dude. Damn, Wawa, dude.
He slowed his progress a little bit this year with that bat, but boy, if we can get his bat going, it's a different team.
And here comes Jeff Forehand for the 2nd time in this inning. Again, he has a right-hander in his bullpen, Adam Jamison. And this could be it.
We have a one.
So, longest outing of the year for Alexander Genus, but State gets 2 Reese, and now a single for Sullivan. Runners on the corners for Adam Jamison, the right-handed reliever who comes on for the Bisons as we step away for a timeout. All of our opposing pitching changes are brought to you by Alpha Insurance. Having Alpha by your side is a game changer. Everything's on the line, and every second counts. Alpha Insurance will be there knocking it out of the park. That's life with Alpha Insurance. 1-1 as Lipscomb goes to the bullpen at the bottom of the 6th. Dogs have runners on the corners with no one out. This is Mississippi State baseball for your
My sister wants to go camping, so my parents took us in a new Nissan Pathfinder through a mountain trail.
Thank you, Leo.
No, it's not over yet. My brother wanted to explore some caves, so we drove up a bunch of steep hills. And then we...
With its V6 engine and 9-speed automatic transmission, the Nissan Pathfinder can power your adventure. That's why J.D. Power ranks Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. The new V6-powered Nissan Pathfinder. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
The ad council. When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening. That's an interesting sound. It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone, or just taking a deep, calming breath to ground yourself. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org.
Fire
First time either team has made a change tonight, and it'll be right-hander Adam Jameson who comes on to make his 5th appearance, his 4th in relief this year. What can you tell me?
Strikeout to walk ratio, 88 to 92, slider, fastball slider. We've got the guy up now, like Garrett Fry's going to pitch in. This is the guy you want up in this situation.
Well, again, it shows the depth that Brian O'Connor has to work with. He's done this with Garrett Fry several times already this season. Switch hitter will bat lefty against the right-hander Jameson. Runners on the corners, no one out, and the pitch is upstairs. A ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Garrett Fry, hitting .350 this year for Mississippi State. It's all started when Drew Myers hit a laser beam into the first row in left. Solo home run, even the game. Reese has doubled. Sullivan has singled on the corners with no one out. The slate of this will make a ball on Fry. 1 ball and 1 strike. Business picking up here in the middle innings. 1-1 to Fry. Laced over second. Into right field. A base hit. State will take the lead. Reese scores from third. Sullivan stops at second. Fresh off the bench. Delivers an RBI single to make it 2-1 State.
He's one of those guys. He's very aggressive. If you're a pretty good pitch hitter, that's what you got to do. He didn't just swing.
Extends his team best hitting streak to 12 consecutive games.
Now batting
Has
number
1 shot
Adam
at tying his
Hayes.
career best hitting streak of 14 in a row. He's played for Alabama. So here's Sean James trying to bunt, squares. There's a fastball that misses way upstairs. Ladera had to jump out of his stance to reel that one in. It's ball 1.
Gotta get this bunt down here. Gotta get a strike, but sometimes you get a little passive bunting. Look for a perfect pitch. It's a strike, get it down.
James squares. That one's into dirt. Good read by Sullivan, who saw that one stay in the left-handed batter's box and retreat to second base. 2 balls, no strikes on James. Perfect time for a sac bunt. First and second, no one out. State leading 2-1, trying to set the table for a potential big inning here. Adam Jameson just into the game in relief for Lipscomb, taking over for Alexander Genus. Got the license through 5 before he ran into trouble in the 6th.
I'll tell you what, nowadays these
Well,
pitchers,
I'm fine with
they
that tight.
got their wristband for the pitches. When they pull that helmet off, everything goes flying.
2 balls, no strikes on Sean James.
into right field.
Sean James wound up at second base.
Boom, boom. Whoa, whoa, Jay, yeah,
Sean James reaches
Willie,
late throwing
one way,
advances
Wawa, Jay, way, boom, Wawa, boom, Jay, Wawa.
Well, Jameson just had a little comfortable. I mean, when he came in the game, he kind of looked a little shell-shocked. Relievers want to come in and put out the fire. We'd always joke around. We had a bad out and we came in with a gas can instead of a water jug. It's kind of what he's done.
Now the infield comes in for the Bisons, trailing 4-1. Runner at third, nobody out. And here's the pitch. And there's a hard hit, one hopper. Nice play by Keneally on the short bounce, dropping down to his knee. He'll tag first. Woodson smoked it, but has nothing to show for it. There's one away.
A good at-bat by Ryder. You're right. He had a one-hop bullet at first base, but just made a really nice play on it.
So one away with a runner at third.
Everybody is there, Wawa, boom, and Wawa, boom, beep.
That's ball one. Bullpen's going to get going again for Lipscomb down the right field line. Adam Jameson was in Middle Tennessee last year. Didn't play.
Wait. And Jay Wawa, boom, Jay Wawa, and Jay Wawa, Jay Wawa, boom, Jay Wawa, boom, and Jay Wawa, bang, Jay Wawa, boom. And Jay Wawa, Jay Wawa, Jay Wawa, boom.
And here comes Lipscomb pitching coach Robert Ziegler. He jogs out to have a word with Adam Jameson.
Jay Wawa.
Got spent a little time with Robert Ziegler before the game today. I remember him as a reliever in Kentucky. Started his college career there in 2014. 2 seasons for Gary Henderson, who was later coach here at State. Coach of the Bulldogs at one point. Robert transferred to Kent State, finished his career in 16 and 17. He'd been working in a baseball training facility over in Carolina before he got an opportunity
Jay,
Willie,
yeah.
helping guys develop. He said it's great. There's just something about the
Hey, yeah.
was missing. I wanted to get back in the game.
Why,
Beating
do
Adams.
that.
And here's Nunley.
Number 16,
Left-handed right fielder is 0 out of 2 for State tonight. A 5-1 lead for the Bulldogs. All 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch is low and in for ball 1. Just to finish the thought on Jameson, I can remember when I was in junior college a billion years ago. Walter State had great battles with Columbia State. Chargers were coached by Jim Painter for a long time. And he had a heck of a program going down there. Here's Bryce Chance. Swings at the first pitch, off the handle, a ground ball to second. Scooped by Miller. Throws and that is
Jay.
Mississippi State. The Bulldogs score 5 in the inning on 5 hits with help from a Lipscomb error. As we head to the 7th, State has a 5-1 lead over the Bisons. This is Mississippi State baseball from Learfield.
Hello, this is Rosie the Skunk for Atmos Energy.
Hey.
I make a bad smell, but it's nothing compared to the rotten
Hey.
smell of a gas leak, because that could be dangerous. If you think you smell, see, or hear signs of a leak, don't do anything that might cause a spark. Leave immediately. Then call 911 and Atmos Energy. There's no gray area here when dealing with
Hey, yeah.
For more information,
Whoa,
visit
whoa, 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 boom, boom, whoa, Jay, yeah, hey, yeah, whoa, papa.
Experience the difference trust and expertise makes. Trust one place. Thomas One. Visit thomasonedog.com and discover why they're the leading orthopedic clinic in Mississippi.
Six inning totals on tonight's game. A run, 5 hits, an error, 5 left for Lipscomb. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 4 left for Mississippi State. Bulldogs with the lead for the first time tonight after that 5-run uprising in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ryan McPherson's night comes to an end, and Maddox Webb comes on to replace him out of the Mississippi State bullpen. I was joking with you in the break. Get a 4-run lead, it's a good time to make a pitching change. Ryan did a good job, keep you in the game, not save the bullpen, can finish it out.
Yeah, it's smart move too, because you're going on one day, probably less, obviously, than you normally do on the starts. And he threw 90 pitches against Arizona State. Put the ball very well tonight, so it's a good time to go to the pen. And Maddox Well's been great. Been used a lot lately. He pitched an inning against UCLA, or excuse me, inning on third, inning against Southern.
Hey, back three,
Be a big tonight.
Date.
As he is in line for another victory here with a 5-1 lead. Here's the pitch. Hall takes a strike from Maddox Webb. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. It's 0-1. Ryan McPherson tonight in his 4th start of the season. 6 innings, 5 hits, an earned run, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts tonight from McPherson. Here's the 0-1. Looks at a fastball just off the outside corner.
Hey.
Battle of right-handers here to start the 7th.
Oh, I think it
to start the inning for Lipscomb. As Valencius returns in behind second base. 1 on with no one out.
Slider, just gotta stay on energy.
Gary Fry is the first baseman now. I beg your pardon. Myers is the first baseman for Mississippi State.
I didn't know he had it in him, as they say.
Well, one of the things Brian O'Connor said about it, called him a cagey veteran, said you can play him anywhere on the diamond. We're seeing proof of that, at least on the right side of it tonight. So Myers is the first baseman with Beavis out of the game. Here's Alejandro Ladero, and the catcher takes the ball outside, a breaking ball from Maddox Webb, ball 1. Garrick Fry is at second. Here's the pitch to Ladero. Ball down and in at 92. 2 balls, no strikes. Holding home at first. Webb fires a 2-0 to Ladero. Just missed that outside corner at 92. I mean, they're not big misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
They're not big misses, but they're missing. That's about a ball and a half outside.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
There's a strike. Staying with that fastball at 92. 3-1.
You talk about deliveries and being able to repeat that delivery. That's what Maddox Webb does so good. He's able to repeat that delivery consistently.
3 balls, a strike to Alejandro Ladero. Here he is to the right-hander. Down and in, and that's ball.
Boom, boom, TJ Wawa, TJ Wawa, TJ Will, Papa, TJ on Wawa, boom, boom, TJ Wawa. It's a bite, TJ. Hey, ay. Why, ay. Hey, what, why? Damn, baby.
I mean, you can tell that he's one of the guys we see a lot. If they got a lead in the 7th inning, they go to the bullpen. It's usually and they really haven't extended him a whole lot. It's usually an inning, and they kind of use him to get him into that position where they can piece together the lefty into the 8th inning, and then maybe Ben Davis after that.
Yeah, bye. Tutu.
Mound as it ends. And here is Cam Pruitt, the number 9 hitter. Right-handed third baseman. 2 on with no one out for Lipscomb.
What way? Hey, ay. Hey, baby. Come on, papa. Hey, papa.
Strike on the outside edge. Again, he hadn't been very far off with that fastball, and he finds a spot that time. 1-1. Inning started with Kai Holmes singled to left. Ladero, the catcher, drew a walk in the 8th spot. First and second with no one out. Here's the 1-1 to Cam Pruitt. Ground ball through the left side for a bit. Stop sign is on at third as Valencia scoops the ball up in short left. And Lipscomb has promptly loaded the bases here to start the 7th inning with a pair of hits around a walk.
Well, kind of like the first guy, wasn't hitting overly hard. He just kind of got it out there to the bat, got it in the right spot. Now, Lipscomb's got something going here. They got the bases loaded, no one else in the 7th.
Yeah, they got a good hitter coming to the plate here at the top of the order, Brady Miller.
Hey, baby. Papa. Day Wawa, boom, boom. Day Wawa. Do day Wawa, day Wawa, the boom, boom. Hey, day Wawa.
See if he can pitch his way out of it. 0-1.
Yeah, do it, baby.
And a much better one than the ones he's giving up the base hits on. Those are starting here. They're tighter. They're a little slider. They're tight. They're on the outside.
Hey, Jay. What day?
93-mile-an-hour fastball that time.
Now batting your senior number 57, Edmonds.
State's got a right-hander. That's all I can tell you based on what I can see down the line in that bullpen. Another 0-2 to Miller. He got him to chase up and then they throw behind it first, and the tag is on. Wires was on the bag. It was a perfect throw, and State gets 2 for 1. Strike him out, throw him out, and suddenly there are 2 away.
Well,
to be a damn Wawa. Hey, wrong one.
You could tell they had called it. It was a planned play on the next ball, either swing and miss or ball. And man, that was a great timing play.
Crew chief is the first base umpire. Seth Burminster. And he is
Day.
Lipscomb is challenging the call of out at first base.
Wawa.
They're showing it on the video board right now. And it looks like
Wawa.
Myers has that tag on his shoulder before he gets back to the bag.
I think that was, you can see the base runner pretty adamant about him challenging it. I think that was the old embarrassing challenge. Yeah, I don't think, honestly, I don't think it's really close. It's out by a foot.
The strikeout will definitely stand. The first Hancock-Whitney strikeout for Maddox Webb tonight. Waiting to confirm a double play or see if Lipscomb will still have runners at every base. The umpires are back in. You get a good look at it in our monitor in the booth now. I'm like you. I don't think this is close, partner. I think Myers has got it on him. All right, so here they come back out of the replay room, and let's see about the call. Call is confirmed. Down at first base, it is a double play. There are two down.
Talk about a rally killer. That was a rally killer if you're Lipscomb. But a great defensive play by Sean James and Drew Wire. Now, if you're Webb, you gotta. So many times you see us get two quick outs like this. You gotta lose focus. You're not out of this thing yet. You gotta make pitches.
Base hit could still score two with Hudson Miles up, and here's the pitch, and he bounces one wide of third. A foul ball is strike one. Miles is 0 for 3 with a stolen base tonight. Reached on the State leads 5-1. Second and third with two out. A swing and a miss and a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Strike two on Hudson Miles. And a big pitch coming here for Maddox Webb, trying to get out of a jam. From the stretch, the right-hander fires. Swing and a miss. Webb lets out a roar back towards center field. The strike him out, throw him out, starts things for State defensively. And then the second punch out of the inning for Webb slams the door. And for Lipscomb, we have reached the stretch here at Duty Noble Field. State leads 5-1 over Lipscomb in game one. This is Mississippi State baseball from Learfield.
It's time for Trash Day News Yoga with Hefty. Let's transform sticky scenarios with a joyful scent of Biloxi. Inhale. Forgot to empty your kid's lunchbox. Exhale. A field of lavender. Inhale. Stinky leftovers. Exhale. Watermelon in the summer. That's the power of Hefty Ultra Strong Trash Bags with Biloxi.
When you buy a new Kia at Step 1 Kia, you don't just get a car, you get peace of mind. Every new Kia comes backed by Kia's 10-year 100,000-mile warranty, one of the best in the business. And only at Step 1 Kia, you'll also get our exclusive warranty. That's lifetime powertrain coverage with unlimited miles and unlimited years. Drive with confidence. Today, tomorrow, and for as long as you own your Kia. Where your journey comes with warranty protection for life. Visit us at Miracle Street Park or online at StepOneKiaFortWorthAndBeach.com.
What a tournament for Mississippi State in the top of the seventh inning. It looked like Maddox Webb had put himself into a real jam. And in fact, he had bases loaded against him.
Damn. Wow.
But then he gets a strike him out, throw him out, double play with help from James and Wires. Then strikes out Miles to strand two in scoring position. State's 4 runs.
Oh, what? Day! Way! Wawa! Ball. Bye. Whoa, papa, whoa, papa, papa.
Before the sixth inning, now he has two. Jameson delivers, and here's a pitch downstairs. Ball one to base. Looking is working down the right field line. Nate Master on the right-hander. Three swings. Here's a hammer hitting him outside, and that gets him to the right field. Scooping up though, and right to the Bears. 3-4 race for the single. Both the one-twos. Trails here with some good swings on the ball. Sixth inning, Michigan
Papa. Papa.
Mississippi State baseball from Learfield.
Wawa, 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 Wawa. Papa, papa. day wawa, to a temperature day wawa, to my boom boom, and to a temperature day wawa. And to a wawa, to a day wawa, and boom boom, and day wawa, to a temperature day wawa, to a bear bear, and the way. Te wa papa, te wa papa ya papa.
Started the game for Lipscomb with 5 innings tonight. He was good through 4 plus.
It does that switching, but it maintains a sprint cover. The other side is
1-0. In the air, a high, lazy fly ball out into short right center. Miller backing out from second. Called off by the right fielder, Steliganis, who comes in to make the play. And there's the first out here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Just missed it. Got a good pitch to hit. Got it off in the bat just a little bit. Popped it up right.
I noticed in BP today that a lot of Noah's swings, he was getting under the ball a little bit, had a little too much air on it. Not able to
Bye, yeah, where te wa. Wa, te. Wa papa, te, win, papa. Bom, wawa, bom, wawa. Wawa, 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 damn, papa, papa, papa.
3 runs, only one of them earned because of a 2-base error. Base 8 tonight. And now it's Dave Lemaster trying to get through the end. Just inside with a fastball that brushes James out of the way of the right-handed batter's
Big.
Mississippi State baseball fans to Green Elbow Field. Quinta is located just minutes from all the action. Here's the pitch. Inside, all 3 of fastball and La Quinta's friendly atmosphere and complimentary breakfast make it a great place to stay. Check in for the first pitch at La Quinta, conveniently located near the ballpark. Grade 1 on James, Reese at third, standing at 6-1.
Robots and drones and those kind of devices that run the
Master in the stretch, he fires, and there's strike 2 called on the outside corner. 93-mile-an-hour fastball right there to James. 3-2.
Boom, boom. Wawa. Wawa. Boom, boom. Wawa. Wawa. Activity is day wawa. Activity active wawa activity Wawa. When to Wawa to Wawa. Wawa, Wawa, boom, boom, Wawa, 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 Wawa. Wawa, Wawa, boom, boom, I tell Wawa, 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 boom, boom. Hey, do it, Wawa, Wawa, boom, boom, Wawa, 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 boom, boom, day, Wawa, day, Wawa, boom, boom. I love doing active Wawa to the day, Wawa to the boom, boom, to the after day, Wawa to the boom, boy, when to day, Wawa. Boom, boom, day, Wawa, day, Wawa, boom, 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 let's do Wawa, do it, day, Wawa, do it, day, Wawa, do it, day, Wawa, do it, I do it, I do Wawa, do it, day, Wawa, day, Wawa, do it, day, Wawa, do it, day, I do Wawa, boom, boom, I did, do win, boom, boom, day, Wawa. Wawa, do it, day, Wawa, day, Wawa, do the day, Wawa, do the boom, boom, day, Wawa, the day, Wawa, day, Wawa, do it, day, Wawa, do it, day, Wawa, do it, boom, boom. Day Wawa, do it, Wawa, day Wawa, do it, day Wawa, do your baby, day Wawa, day Wawa, day Wawa, do it, day Wawa, boom, boom. Day Wawa to it, day Wawa to it, day Wawa, I do it, day Wawa, day boom, boom, to it, to be at to Wawa to it, yeah, boom, boom, I do it, Pepe, day Wawa to it, boom, boom, day Wawa, let's do it, day Wawa to day Wawa, boom, boom. Wawa to the boom body and Wawa to the day. I do Wawa. Oh, listen, Wawa to the boom to the Wawa to Wawa. I do Wawa to Wawa. I do Wawa to I do Wawa to Wawa to I do all Wawa to the Papa Wawa to Tata Wawa. Day Wawa. I never say I tell Wawa to day to a big day. I never say a day. Wawa to a Wawa to Tata. Wawa TV a phone day Wawa never day Wawa phone day Wawa. Actual Wawa to Wawa to actual Wawa phone day Wawa to the bad actual Wawa today Wawa boom today Wawa to the boom day Wawa to the boom ding Wawa the boom today Wawa day Wawa boom today Wawa to the big baby day Wawa day Wawa to the up to the day Wawa to day Wawa to day I to Wawa to the day Wawa to the day Wawa to the day Wawa to the boom day day Wawa. Wawa after Wawa to the day Wawa to the activity Wawa the boom day Wawa to the day Wawa to the day Wawa boom day Wawa to the day Wawa to the day Wawa to the day Wawa to the day Wawa boom day Wawa boom day Wawa to a boom day Wawa day Wawa day Wawa yeah boom day Wawa day Wawa Tata Wawa day Wawa Tata Wawa yeah I have a Wawa boom, boom, Wawa. That Wawa. Boom, boom. Day Wawa. Dang, dang. I do a Wawa. Wawa. Bim, bim, day Wawa. Hey, I'm doing day Wawa. Day, Wawa, boom, boom. Into a day, into R, to it, down, into Papa on. Day Wawa, I do Wawa, day Wawa. Day Wawa, Wawa, boom, 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 day Wawa, boom, boom, day Wawa, day Wawa, boom, boom, Wawa, day, Wawa, Wawa, win, day Wawa, day Wawa, day, after Wawa, day Wawa, boom, boom, day Wawa, day Wawa, boom, boom, day Wawa, after Wawa, boom, boom, to the day, all to the day, Wawa, when back to Wawa, to the day, Wawa, the Wawa. Over there, I tell you over there, I do what you eat up to Wawa to me. Hey, Wawa, but put you to tell you Wawa, boom, boom, oh. Wawa, Wawa, I never tell me, I never tell me, I never tell you, Wawa, I never tell me, Wawa, I'm to add to Wawa, tell you, Wawa, boom, boom. Wawa, and Wawa, Wawa, could boom, boom, day Wawa, to day Wawa, to I do Wawa, boom, boom, day Wawa, 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 day Wawa, I Wawa, to it, Wawa, to it, boom, boom, day, wawa, day, wawa, boom, boom. Do it is do it, day, wawa, do it, day, wawa, do it, wawa, do it, day, wawa, do it. Boom, boom, damn, I never did it, Wawa, damn, Wawa, anyway, damn, Wawa, I do it, and do it, damn, do it. I do a Wawa, Wawa, gay, Wawa, but do it, Wawa, boom, boom, I don't know what Wawa did. They Wawa. I don't know what Wawa did. They Wawa. But they Wawa. I Wawa. Again, to win up to Wawa, day, Wawa. Hey, better Wawa, day, Wawa. I do Wawa, about boom, to day, Wawa, dot, Wawa, yeah. I don't know what Wawa, day, Wawa, Wawa, and Wawa, day, Wawa, Wawa. I did it. Wawa. Boom, boom. Day. Wawa. Day. Wawa. Day. Wawa. Boom, boom. Day. Wawa. Do it. Day. Wawa. Day. Wawa. I do it. Oh, Wawa. Wawa. Boom, boom. I do Wawa to but they were Wawa to I do Wawa day Wawa to Wawa to day when doing all I do to Papa. I will want.